Hey yo, what's going on everybody? Today we're going to do some EAS scenarios from our friends at Alert World. And we got a special one right now. It's SCP-682, the hard to destroy reptile. It's coming for us. Let's get it. Here we go. From the Everglades.
Alert message currently in progress. This is an official release from Everglades National Park. All persons currently inside the park are asked to leave immediately. This includes all employees and tourists participating in the many guided tours. This is not a test. Failure to comply with this emergency measure will result in penalties of up to $55,000 and a lifetime ban from entering the park. If you are in a boat,
why does this sound like a TikTok, like AI voice?
Park or have reached another motorized means of leaving the park. The speed limit of 55 miles per hour is now lifted for the next 24 hours.
Yeah, let's go. We're whipping it.
This abolition of the speed limit is also applicable to land vehicles. If you are currently lost but still receive the audio or video signal of this emergency message, chances are you are near a rescue camp where help is being deployed. 5 minutes after the end of this broadcast,
because all 682 all it wants to do is just do harm and kill anything living.
Find your way to the nearest station. Once you arrive, please enter the building and listen to the safety instructions.
You're not gonna be safe.
Non-perishable food.
You're gonna die.
Are available in the red and orange boxes.
And you can't just run in a zigzag away from this guy.
Internet network will be available
it's
to help
sentient.
you communicate with your loved ones.
Very sentient.
A team will come to your rescue within the next 6 hours.
And will literally anything you throw at it, it will just adapt almost instantaneously to that.
Rescue camp serves as a helipad. Make sure you do not put any personal items on the roof. If you see any debris, please try to remove it before entering. If the helicopter is unable to land safely, it will stand just outside the camp. Audio instructions will be provided for you to climb up the ladder that will be deployed. We cannot communicate with you the exact reasons why we have orchestrated this unprecedented evacuation. Please follow the instructions provided in this message to ensure the safety of everyone. If one or more people in your group are missing, do not waste time looking for them, as this could endanger your safety and that of the group. Evacuate immediately and note the last place you saw him/her. As soon as you are out of the park, contact us at 248-434-5508.
I wonder what that number really is. Imagine it is.
Stay tuned for more news on this situation.
Good morning and welcome to our breaking news report. An incident has occurred in the Everglades National Park resulting in the loss of over 165 lives. It is a horrific tragedy that has left many in shock and disbelief. According to reports at approximately 6:29 p.m., an alligator-shaped animal with an unprecedented force turned over an airboat carrying 16 people, eating and mutilating every single one of them. In the following hours until 8:14 p.m., multiple similar incidents happened. Many people on boats who were trying to flee in a hurry after hearing the first news got stuck, making it easy for the beast to find them and take their lives. It is still unclear if this is the work of one or multiple animals. Survivors have described the beasts as varying in size, with some claiming it was about 9 feet long, while others describe it as a massive 30 feet in length. What is consistent in the descriptions, however, is that the creature resembles a wounded reptile, with many scars visible, and even some rib bones showing. Despite attempts to shoot the animal, authorities have been unable to locate it and it remains at large.
You can't.
As a precautionary measure, the park has been evacuated and its entrance has been closed for an undetermined time. The last encounter with the beast happened at 6:55 a.m. when 3 park rangers were ambushed and mutilated. The Army has been called to take over the investigation and help put an end to this carnage. It is still too early to determine what kind of animal this is, but everything is being put in place to ensure its capture. We urge all visitors to stay away from the park until further notice, and we extend our condolences to the families and loved ones of those who have lost their lives in this tragedy. This
Amen.
is an ongoing situation, and we
May
will
God
bring
be with
more
you.
updates as they become available.
You're all gonna die.
Thank you for listening.
You're gonna die. That's what's gonna happen unless the SCP, unless the Foundation can get him. Oh, here we go. A few night vision pictures that were found on a camcorder of a deceased victim believed to have been taken of a mysterious reptilian beast lurking in the darkness of night. Yep, that's him. My little baby, 682.
This is an official message from the city of Miami. Notice to all residents of the following neighborhoods: Fontainebleau, Tamiami, Kendale Lakes, Flagami, West Flagler, Little Havana, Coral Way, The Roads, and Brickell. The wild animal that was at the heart of the bloody attacks 2 days ago has been spotted roaming the streets of the Tamiami area for the past 35 minutes. It seems to be heading east at all costs.
That ain't no wild animal.
It's trying to reach the Atlantic Ocean, but nothing is certain at this time. Any human being, car, or obstacle seems to be a suggestion for this beast. The number of injuries and property damage is increasing by the minute, so it is important to take immediate refuge in a building and stay there until the creature is neutralized.
Yeah, right. It's chewing right through the wall and killing you.
Setting up a 2-mile perimeter around
The military is gonna stop the hard-to-kill reptile.
If you see
Okay.
a reptilian creature 38 feet long and 18 feet high moving in your area, do not make any sudden moves that might attract its attention. While keeping your eyes on it, calmly back up to a nearby
Don't be a
building.
hero.
Make as little noise as possible and do not attempt to communicate verbally with anyone. Don't waste time taking pictures and video of the situation. Many people have lost their lives trying to do this.
Of course. That's like the number one
And now
thing.
to take down this
That's like the number one thing people are doing probably like this. They're probably like, whoa. And that thing's just devoured them, mangled them, mercilessly killed them. It doesn't necessarily kill you to eat. It kills to maim and to make suffering of all living things.
monster yourself.
The creature
The beast
hates.
has been proven to withstand 24.1 millimeters bullets fired by the Air Force. Do not take your car, and if you are currently driving in one of the areas mentioned above, please hurry to get out or park your car. Tanks will be circulating in the next few minutes in the streets of many areas. If you encounter one on your route, always give them the priority of passage. Make sure to close your windows, and if possible, close your curtains. Shrapnel can become dangerous and shatter windows in the area. Keep away from doors and windows of your home. It is better to stay quietly in the basement of the building. Stay informed
True.
at all times.
You can survive. I mean, you know, just... I just wonder if this is a world where the Foundation exists or if it doesn't. Like, this is just if this SCP were to attack regular society, you know? Because bombs don't work, none of that. Fire, acid, whatever. Doesn't work. It's SCP-00001, when the day breaks, barely works on this thing. Like, literally.
Hourly until it is captured. Emergency services are limited in their movements due to the situation that is taking place on several streets. Please call 911 only in case of immediate danger of death. Calls that are not in this category will be ignored or rescheduled. This was an official message from the city of Miami.
That was okay. He seems very distraught at the end. All right, everybody. This one is about SCP-1471, which is Mallow. Okay, we watched. There's actually a video I did probably a couple weeks ago, something like that, about this SCP, because some guy made like an actual like short film about it. You could check to watch that video. I'm not fancy. I can't just go watch it here or whatever. I can't. But it's there. It's actually pretty interesting short film that he made about it. So pretty much what Mallow is it's because it's funny because like it's the SCP itself is, because we did look at the SCP Foundation website and everything, and it is like this mega virus thing, and people who download it, it spreads itself, it infects these people to where, they get attacked by this creature and followed around, and the creature sends pictures of you in like private locations and stuff, and it like just gets in your head and it kills you and stuff like that. Or makes you kill your best friend in just like the movie or whatever. But the funny part about the short film was like this dude's like just some random dude, and he's like going on his phone, and there's this app on our Android store that's called Mallow version 1.00 whatever. No ratings, no comments, just some random ass app thing. And this dude's like, yeah, sure, let me download this to my phone. Like, it literally Mallow. What does that make you think of? Malware. Like, but yeah, let's proceed. This is a very crazy spreading thing, SCP. Germany. Looks like we're going from Germany.
To all American citizens currently on German soil, specifically in the city of Berlin. We wish to inform you of an important danger that may affect your mobile devices and your mental health. If you are unable to follow the advice in this message, we suggest you return to the United States.
Oh, so this thing's broadcasting itself in Germany.
The situation is under control.
Okay.
Stay at least 10 miles away from the television tower named Fernsehturm. This includes access to Alexanderplatz, as well as Neptunbrunnen Park. Although barriers are currently in place around the television tower, and access is now impossible, it is important to keep your distance. The FBI is working closely with the German Federal Intelligence Service.
Okay, so this thing, because I think this thing can it's not, it doesn't always have to be like, I think it can like infect other things, like technological devices as well, stuff like that, but it's making like a mass, it's like mass spreading over these different places.
Situation and keep you informed. At least 980 people have had their smartphones infected with a virus.
Oh, okay, it does go to the smartphone, but it can transmit through other things.
In the vicinity of the Berliner Fernsehturm and downloaded an application called Mallow 1.
I think it too, because that's like kind of ridiculous, you know what I mean, just to download some random app. And I know some people do stuff like that. They get scammed easily by Facebook ads, stuff like that, whatever. But I think it like kind of influences you to do so, like it influences your your intrigue on doing it.
0 on their systems. This application has never been authorized to be present on the App Store or the Google Play Store and has no author. Only people within 2 miles of the tower were able to download it to their devices. The local police suspect that hackers have managed to use the Berliner Fernsehturm as an antenna to spread their virus. It is not yet known how the...
So either it's like another group in the universe, maybe the Chaos Insurgency. This sounds like a Chaos Insurgency type thing. Not like the occult people, not like the other people who want you to be friends with the monsters. The Serpent's Hand. Like, I think this is like a total Chaos Insurgency written all over it.
These criminals gained access to the building. An investigation is currently underway.
So the engineer had a hand in this.
Their smartphones infected with malware 1. 0.0 has received
Sorry, I have a cold.
In the form of photographs showing a man wearing a wolf skull and a wig. These pictures are often taken in places that the infected person often frequents. We can't confirm if this is a photo trick or if the hackers responsible for this virus are really stalking their victims.
No, it's just the entity.
We ask you not to hesitate to contact the local authorities if you see such an individual. If you come across an application named Mallover 1, 0.0, with an app icon showing a wolf skull with long black hair on the App Store or Google Play Store, do not download it and contact your local police. It is possible that hackers have gained access to other communication towers and are preparing to use them soon. If you think you have downloaded the app by mistake, follow these guidelines. Stay calm. There is no need to panic in this situation. Shut down your smartphone completely. If you cannot do this step, you can simply put it in an opaque bag and do not touch it again. Go to the nearest police station without delay. If you don't know where it is located, you have the right to call 110 to be informed where to go. Bring your smartphone with you. Keep it off during this process. Turn your smartphone into the local police. The device will be forwarded to the detectives in charge.
The Foundation personnel.
The German federal government to provide monetary compensation to the victims of this cyber attack.
Ooh.
Although it is possible that the authorities will...
I mean, I would just pretend. Like, I'd bring, like... I have, like, a bunch of backup iPhones and, like, just bring one of those and be like... Or all of them and be like, oh my god, I downloaded Mallow on all of these iPhones. How am I going to ever pay for new phones? Plural.
Return your device to you after they have completed their investigation. You might never see it again.
Is that T-Mobile?
You will be given a voucher equivalent to the value of your smartphone plus 15%. This voucher will be valid for a period of 3 months. And
Wow.
can be exchanged in any Deutsche Telekom stores in Germany. If you want to use it on American soil, you can request a special voucher for American citizens.
Yeah.
This will be sent to your U.S. address within 5 business days. Do not attempt to remove the virus from your smartphone by yourself. Do not wear a mask that refers to this virus. All wolf-like disguises
What?
are discouraged so as not to be mistaken for one of these criminals.
Oh, yeah, you'll get shot.
If you are in Berlin, do not download any new applications on your smartphone for security reasons. We thank you for your time and encourage you to share the information in this video with as many people as possible.
Uh-oh. It's going to get worse.
This message is addressed to all American citizens currently on German soil, specifically in the city of Berlin. We wish to inform you of an important danger that may affect your mobile devices and your mental health. This message contains important updates about the situation surrounding the Malware 1 0.0 software virus. Do not travel to Berlin and its surroundings. If you are currently in the city, we recommend that you return to the United States or relocate to a nearby city. The number
City's
of people
gone.
affected by the virus has risen from 980 to over 1 in the last 5 days.
Yo.
We attribute this dramatic increase to the fact that many people who have had their smartphones infected have refused to comply with the measures put in place and report their cases to the local authorities. We believe that infected smartphones can infect other smartphones if both are in close proximity. The virus has been developing in a dangerous
Berlin
way
is
for the past few
gone,
days.
dude.
The photos sent by the hackers have multiplied. Some affected smartphones started to receive more than 1 photo per hour. These photos have become more and more personal, showing the wolf-like figure appearing closer and closer to the infected person.
Yep, and then it kills
Psychological
you.
attacks can have very damaging effects on vulnerable people. If a loved one appears to be a victim of this virus, we encourage you to encourage them to go to a police station and exchange their smartphone for a voucher. If this is not possible, and you wish to keep your distance, we encourage you to call the ambulance service at 112 and mention the situation you are facing. Several specialized teams have been set up to respond to these requests in a manner that respects the
Probably Mobile Task Force.
Force and tranquilizers will only be used if the situation requires it.
Yep.
In the most extreme cases, victims showing signs of psychosis will be transported to an appropriate medical facility for treatment. Although it is rare at the moment, exposure to the Malware 1 0.0 virus can induce schizophrenia-like symptoms. These symptoms are as follows. Delusional ideas. Sufferers may associate the character with the wolf skull with the devil. No link between these two entities has yet been proven. Hallucinations.
You just notice how they just called not only the wolf an entity, but the devil an entity. And there is no link. He said it's kind of casual, too. Like, there's no link between these two entities. So, he knows something. And the devil's definitely an entity in this universe.
Several hallucinations may occur on a constant basis.
SCP.
People may see the person appearing in the photos repeatedly in their field of vision. Some people claim that the person is trying to communicate with them, but do not understand what message is being conveyed. Withdrawal. In almost all cases, the victims are left with significant psychological damage, completely detached from their surroundings and refuse to accept help. Absenteeism from work is also noted, although this may be more associated with the fear of leaving the house. These symptoms appear after several days if the victim does not get rid of the cell phone. The after effects seem to be permanent. The German federal government has passed a special measure aimed at German citizens and all foreign nationals present in the country. It is now considered illegal to share photos received by Malover 1, 0.0, and to sell a smartphone that has been infected by the virus. In order to limit the spread of the virus, we ask you
Picture
to comply
shared,
with all present and
illegal.
future guidelines ordered by the German government. All citizens leaving Germany by air will be required to hand over their smartphones to border officials for a 5-minute check. Your device will be scanned to ensure that you are not leaving the country carrying the virus with you. If Malover 1, 0.0 is found on your device, it will be seized without a voucher being issued. To ensure that you do not end up in this situation, we recommend that you use one of the kiosks at the entrance of all subway stations in Berlin to scan your smartphone before you get to the airport. The self-serve kiosk will be able to provide you with a voucher within minutes if your device is found to be infected. We thank you for your time.
I
and
want to get
encourage
some
you to
money.
Share the information in this video with as many people as possible.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Some drawings made by different patients at a psychiatric hospital in the suburbs of Berlin. This is portrait of beasts that they see constantly in their field of vision after their phone was infected with the Malo virus. So I don't remember if they... Because, like, it looked real in the short film thing. That it comes to life and gets you. But, like, he ended up, like, swinging at the thing and killing his friend. So, I don't know. We'll do one more right after this. Alright, we're probably going to have to do a little bit of lore looking before this scenario. So we'll probably do it after, because I like to do it after. But, let's see what's up. This is SCP-787, the plane that never was. August 4th, 1985.
Amended and updated information will be announced as soon as possible. The city of San Francisco is hereby under emergency lockdown. Citizens are advised to seek out the nearest shelter and remain inside until otherwise has been stated by an announcement made in accordance with the federal civil defense guidelines. Reports of a dangerous flying object over San Francisco Bay have been confirmed.
Oh, so it's a random plane?
Reports of a DFO over San Francisco Bay have been confirmed. Reconnaissance flights have identified it as a Boeing...
So it's been modified for stealth flights?
747 commercial aircraft that has been modified for stealth flights. The aircraft is using an unknown method to deceive American radar technology.
Oh, because it's not coming up on nothing.
Its movement and exact location cannot be reliably monitored. Attempts to shoot it down over the sea have thus been terminated.
Okay.
Attempts to contact the flight crew using private, commercial, and military frequencies have failed. It is unknown at this time whether there are passengers aboard. Until the purpose and origin of the aircraft can be verified, citizens of San Francisco are advised to take the following steps to protect themselves and others. Remain indoors or evacuate to your nearest official shelter. Limit and or cease telephone communications. Refrain from using lights after sundown. Remain on alert.
I mean, like, why? Like, I don't get why they're having us do all this.
For more emergency broadcasts and updates, in the event of a declaration...
Drafted? I'm 30, so I'm good.
The Department of Defense is currently attempting to contact the Kremlin. As of yet, no information has been provided to this network. Any suspicious groups or individuals should be reported to local law enforcement agencies. Failure to report suspicious conduct...
So they're thinking it's going to crash. Yo, what? Amateur photographer captured a picture of SCP-787 flying above San Francisco suburb.
Attention all residents and travelers in Kitsap County. This message contains important information regarding a civil emergency in Bremerton. Please do not change the channel. The aircraft discovered in a local pasture last week has been positively identified as a Boeing Model 747 commercial airliner.
Wait. Did it crash?
There remains no new information regarding how it landed in the field or who might be responsible for placing it there. Local authorities have been advised that all residents and travelers to avoid the area until a method of transporting the aircraft has been found. Non-compliance with this advisory will be met with a fine. Continued defiance may result in legal prosecution. Contrary to initial speculation, investigation teams have confirmed that there are no explosive or incendiary devices on board. However, the threat of biological reagents remains a strong possibility as 2 members of the investigation team have officially succumbed to the effects of a toxic gas that was sealed within the aircraft cabin. A quarantine zone measuring 1 mile in diameter has been established around the aircraft. Failure to comply with quarantine measures will be met with arrest and prosecution for treasonous and dissident behavior. Filtration masks have been distributed at no cost to residents and travelers within the quarantine zone. Any and all residents and travelers outside the quarantine zone will be given the opportunity to purchase filtration masks at individual discretion. Recently released information describes
Sounds like I got
the remains of
affected by
over
toxic
500
gas.
individuals inside the cabin. Investigations into who these people were and how they came to be inside the aircraft are still ongoing.
What
Any
people?
information 500 individuals inside the cabin. Investigations into who these people were and how they came to be inside the aircraft are still ongoing. Any information regarding the aircraft should be reported to Kitsap County Law Enforcement.
It's in the field. There's the little cop car.
Attention all residents and travelers in Kitsap County. This is a civil danger warning for Bremerton. Please do not change the channel. Following the discovery of Cyrillic lettering inside the unidentified aircraft,
Oh
Kitsap
no.
County authorities are currently treating this incident as a potential act of war and are acting in cooperation with the Federal Civil Defense Council.
No communism.
Residents and travelers in Kitsap County are advised to fulfill their civic duty and
I mean, this is based in Cold War times right now. This video is.
local law enforcement agencies with any information regarding
There's
communist
500 people on there.
Failure to report communist activity is considered active engagement in communist activity.
Damn right it
Residents
is.
and travelers in Kitsap County are hereby required to assist any and all federal agents in their efforts to contain the spread of communism and investigate the origins and purpose of the aircraft. The following information has been approved for public release following review by the Federal Civil Defense Council. Almost all deceased persons within the aircraft have been dead for at least 30 days. Due to as of yet unreleased information regarding ante and post-mortem trauma, the FCDC believes the deceased to be either victims or willing participants in a ritual killing.
What?
It is your civic duty to report suspicious activity. Failure to report suspicious conduct is considered suspicious conduct. Anomalous activity consistent with remote interference has been recorded on multiple occasions. In cooperation with the Federal Civil Defense Council, Kitsap County Law Enforcement will be disseminating photographs of all 515 deceased to local news agencies. Citizens and travelers are required to call Kitsap County Law Enforcement with any information regarding the identities of the deceased. Failure to report relevant information will result in prosecution and arrest for treasonous and dissident behavior. Attention all residents and travelers in Kitsap County. This message contains important information regarding a law enforcement warning in Bremerton. Please do not change the channel. The Boeing 747 commercial airliner, which has been the subject of federal investigation, has disappeared from its last known location. Attempts to trace its movements across the county have proven insufficient. In response, the Federal Civil Defense Council has enacted emergency containment protocols in Kitsap County. Information regarding the aircraft's location must be reported to Kitsap County Law Enforcement. Failure to report relevant information will result in prosecution and arrest for treasonous and dissident behavior. An individual cadaver was left behind during the aircraft's relocation. Photos will be distributed across all news outlets. Physical description is as follows. Male, 30 years of age, Indian descent, dressed in a three-piece suit. Information regarding the cadaver must be reported to Kitsap County Law Enforcement. Failure to report relevant information will result in prosecution and arrest for treasonous and dissident behavior. The FCDC has enacted the following emergency protocols to ensure and facilitate the recovery of the stolen Boeing Model 747 commercial airliner. Failure to comply with these protocols will result in prosecution and arrest for treasonous and dissident behavior. A curfew of 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
They think someone stole it.
Group gatherings must be submitted for review by the
Even though it's literally just like a huge fucking plane and like it's under investigation, probably constant surveillance.
An object 231 feet in length of the FCD of non-involvement in the theft of the Boeing 747. Resistance will be met with military action. Information regarding the aircraft's location must be reported to the FCDC at the Kitsap County Sheriff's Office. Failure to report relevant
I'm just chomping at the bit to read this thing's article.
For treasonous and dissident behavior. Information regarding the as of yet unidentified cadaver must be reported to the FCDC at the Kitsap County Sheriff's Office. Failure to report relevant information will result in prosecution and arrest for treasonous and dissident behavior.
Yep, SCPA. So it's the 516th person that they got off of the thing. A shotgun? Wow. Okay, so it must have took him. Alright. Alright, we're on the foundation. So it's a safe, object class safe. Which doesn't necessarily mean it's actually safe. Can kill you. It's currently contained in Hangar 4 at Sector 28. Security cameras are stationed in the cockpit, passenger area, and baggage hold to record any anomalous events. In the event of anomalous activity, access to the interior is prohibited for 72 hours. So, unknown manufacturing date and call sign. The exterior has been painted over, including all passenger windows. Paint was wet upon recovery, drying soon after. All undamaged and functional. Mechanical upholstery are just advanced state of decay. Everything inside is in advanced state of decay. The pilot and co-pilot seats are removed, replaced with 2 piles of computer components in the shape of chairs. Yeah, so it originally manifested in a field from Bremerton, Washington, just like the video. 515 deceased individuals. Cause of death varies: strangulation, excessive drowning, starving, bullet wounds, stab wounds, bullet for trauma. Certain mutilations are common throughout regardless of death. The removal of tongue, 23 instances. Scalping, 73 instances. Carving of Cyrillic letters into left palm, 230 instances. No pattern found. Removal of fingertips, 498 instances. They're all in advanced stages of decay, but show no further signs of putrefaction since recovery. Visual apparitions and unexplained noises and other phenomena spontaneously manifest out with in the plane. These incidences have not occurred when it's occupied. Attempts to enter after these events results in violent physical expulsion by an unknown force. So it's a haunted ghost plane, accompanied by severe organ damage and internal bleeding. So here's just some stuff that happened with it. For your comfort, pancakes will now be served. Pancakes will be served. Don't leave your seat. Please, pancakes will now be served. Yay, pancakes. Okay. A retired optometrist. So they're starting to, the foundation is starting to identify somebody. Oh, there's an additional person, but he wasn't outside of the plane. He was in the poop, in the waste storage tank. And he had, ticket, with the number 92 written on the back with permanent marker. The coordinates of this were logged 5,478 times. What the hell? This. Then the North Pacific Ocean. This isn't by anything. Like, where is this? What is this by? What's next to it? Can I go farther out? Whoa, what? Oh, it's right off the coast of California. So this plane must have, like, went down and then just keeps, like, spawning. Yeah, flight recorder was wrapped in butcher paper in the compartment filled with asbestos and dried human blood. The flight recorder contained nothing but the phrase, "to be sorry." Wow. Alright then. We got a ghost plane. Well, make sure you subscribe to Alert World. Subscribe to me. Like, comment the video. Share, subscribe. Follow, like. You know what to do. I hope you all have a good night, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Peace.